Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little different. I guess you can tell from the title. Today's topic is going to be about the beauty community. I'm just going to talk about my relation with the beauty community and how I feel as a nano influencer. So this message goes out to the beauty community. Can y'all let me in? I've been standing outside for a hot minute now. Like, are y'all gonna open the door? Or should I just go back? Should I turn back? Y'all gonna let me in? I can go. Unless you want me to stay.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't.
Y'all giving me mixed messages. Okay? Give you a little history. I've only been doing this for a year. And I've been able to see myself grow as an artist and take more interest in makeup, and I love that. I'm thankful for all the opportunities that have come my way, and I definitely do feel like there's going to be more opportunities to come. But over the past year, I definitely have gone through it in terms of being an artist. I don't want to say struggling artist, but I do be struggling though. I'm just going to prime my eyes with the e.l.f. 16-hour Camo Concealer. I just don't feel like I fit in or really belong in this community. And when we're viewing the beauty community, we can't view it as a whole. If we're going to be honest, it's divided. There's sections in which you fit in, and then other sections where you don't. So as a whole, obviously not everybody will fit in. But there's just certain spaces where you want to belong, but you just know you don't. And that's basically how I feel, or how I've been feeling over the past year since I started my makeup journey. In the beginning, I was more concerned of skill than following, because I knew I had a long way to go in terms of learning and everything. So now that I've been able to master certain areas of makeup where I feel confident in, I feel like, okay, now we're trying to use that skill to make it into a bigger picture. I think I've been able to really know my worth. A lot of people tell me this, and I don't give myself enough credit for the things that I do. Sometimes I punish myself by, telling myself, you've only been doing this for a year, like some of the opportunities will not just come easy for you, and it's true, they won't. But I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm bottom of the barrel. I'm good at makeup. That's not something that's not a lie. Did I lie? No, I'm good at makeup. My skills are shown through my looks, and I've been able to know my worth. I know that my work has value, and I should be able to profit off my own work. When I was beginning, I was never able to voice out my concerns about, let's say, being compensated for work, because I didn't have, I guess, the authority to do so based on my following. But now I feel like, regardless of my following, I feel like my following should not define my worth or my value. It's even hard right now to gain followers because, algorithms, and as well as the beauty community is growing every single day. That's not a bad thing. It's just the fact that people can notice you for a minute and then you get blindsided. You just get pushed aside because every day something new is happening, and it's hard to grow as a nano influencer as well as a novice who just wants to start. Sometimes you won't get the spotlight, and that's okay, but it gets hard when you feel like your work isn't being appreciated enough, and that's how I feel sometimes. And a lot of people would like to tell you that, like, oh, just put in the work, it'll eventually come your way. And it's just like, I'm just sick of that advice. It's so hard to grow. I've been doing this page for a year. I started at 500 followers, and I'm at 1.5k right now. I've only gained 1,000 followers in like 1 year. And when I was beginning, like if I was a novice just like last year, if I heard that, I would have been jumping out the roof. But now that I've been able to, you know, see how the makeup community is, that's not a good, that's not, in terms of number, that's not good growth. You know, I was so excited to hit 1,000 followers, and then I really took in mind that like 1,000 followers is not the bare minimum. It's 10,000 that these brands are looking for. And when that hit me, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I have to push myself. I have to learn faster. I have to acquire skills I've never done before faster in order to be noticed. And it's hard because not only, I can't blame everything on the algorithm, but I will. The algorithm does not suit me in any type of platform. Maybe Twitter, but Twitter is not really the best platform to grow in terms of being an artist, because sometimes the followers don't transfer to Instagram. It kind of makes you think things like into perspective. If you guys don't know, I'm in school. I'm a nursing student, and nursing is a full-time job. Makeup as a hobby is okay, but then makeup as a profession while you're trying to pursue another profession is hard, because it's like you have to give and take. Okay, if I what's it called? If I want to do good in school, I'm gonna have to put makeup aside. If I want to see myself grow as an artist, I have to take time out of my day and my school schedule to fit time to do looks. And I know a lot of people who can do it, but for me, I've tried and it's hard. Even doing this right now is hard because I don't know who's gonna watch this video. I don't know if this video is gonna pop off. I don't know if this is gonna get 10 views. But the time I'm taking right now, I could be doing homework. I could be doing laundry. I could be preparing for my next lecture. Like, there's always consequences for time. For time management, there's always consequences. Do I allocate time to do makeup and catch up with, you know, my whole timeline? I just feel like whenever I'm behind, my timeline just goes through a different dimension, different portals, and where they're all like traveling through light speed. And I'm here like in 1952 just trying to figure out how to use a phone. That's just basically how I feel. I feel like I'm late and I'm always trying to catch up, and by the time I feel like I'm finally caught up, they're just 10 steps ahead of me. And it's hard to do that when you're trying to fulfill another career in a different field. I often feel like, is it worth it? Is doing makeup worth it? Every single day I try to convince myself, like, you have a voice here. You belong in the beauty community. You have a voice and you will use your platform for good. And I always tell myself, you will make it eventually. And that's what I'm struggling with. And I feel like brands, they really don't care. What I've noticed is that there are brands who, you know, you adored, you know. I'm not gonna name which ones, because there are still brands I would love to work with, but they do have this mentality which just, it's all about numbers. And I understand why numbers are important. If you want to hire someone to promote like a product, not saying this company specifically I'm talking about, so, but if you want somebody to promote a product, you want to give it to someone who has a good influence to their followers. If you know, like, whose followers are going to listen to them, take their advice, and actually try this product. I understand companies' decision in doing that, but I also feel like, is it more numbers and less about skill? Because I know a great amount of nano influencers and micro influencers who deserve every single thing that they wish. There's a lot of people I've been able to be friends with and get to know who deserve that as much as I do, because they put in the work. They try to balance school life, you know, a social life, X, Y, and Z, and put content out there for people to like, and it gets paid dust. I don't know about you guys, but I remember in the beginning, people who've you know, gone through Instagram, YouTube, that have a big following now, they used to give people what they want. They used to give looks. They used to give me the theatrics. They used to give me content. I used to go on my, as soon as I came from school, I used to open my laptop or go on my phone and YouTube. During my lunch break, YouTube. I was addicted to YouTube, but YouTube does not feel the same anymore because it's less about it's less about tutorials, it's less about, you know, it's all about your personal life now. People love story times, people love going vlogs, people love knowing what's about your personal life. But I feel like if my content is about makeup, that's what you're gonna get. I will share as much as my personal life as I can, but I'm not gonna air out my business for views. And that's where it kind of loses integrity. There are nano influencers who just, their work is just out of this world and they get paid dust. And then there's big influencers who just don't give the energy that they used to give. Now you're giving me bare minimum content and it's just like, this is not the person I used to follow. If you're gonna be like this, please move over, sweetie. We gotta give room for the other people in the back. Like, they've been waiting quite some time. I may think I'm right, people might think I'm wrong, but that's just how I feel. I can't, you know, sensitize my words to validate your feelings, because these are feelings that these are, you know, things I've been feeling for a long time now, and I'm finally voicing my concern. I'm using my platform to voice out my opinion on how the beauty community treats nano influencers. Trash. Using the Be Perfect and It's My Raye palette. This is a beautiful palette. If you're a beginner, I suggest you try it out. It has some great neutral tones and a little bit of color with their complementary shimmer and mattes. I feel like you should try it out. It's a really pretty palette. I've been using these two colors on my lid and just patting it on to add a type of gradient. So now that I'm satisfied with that, I'm just going to be cutting out my crease. I mix my concealer with the ABH Primer, so to get a kind of skin-like base, because I just don't want to go in with like white. I'm going to be taking the NYX Vivid Brights liner in Vivid Sapphire. I was speaking about this with my friend the other day, and we were just talking about how I feel like people don't care. People don't care that the efforts that you make, they don't care. It's irrelevant at this point. Like, it's either you catch up or you die trying, because they just don't appreciate the work you put in. I have, as I said before, close to 1,600 followers. I can tell you that majority of the people who follow me that will stand by me are close friends of mine, because there are times where I take a hiatus and people just unfollow me and it hurts. I don't want to be the type of person who's just like always concerned by their following, but as an influencer you kind of have to be, because as I said before, brands are concerned by numbers. So it kind of does hurt when people unfollow you, because it's just like, this hiatus that I'm taking is important for me. I have to be together with my studies. Like, I have to get together and do it. By the way, this is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I did a review on this, so if you guys are interested, I'll link that. But yeah, like, I feel like I always try to voice my concern or tell people I'm going to be on a hiatus because of school, and people still unfollow me, and it's just like, do you even respect me as an artist? Or like, not even an artist, but as a person? Like, it's just hard. Like, I just feel like, do you view me as a person, or do you think I'm just going to produce looks all the time? Because there's times where I can't, and I want people to respect the fact that I can't and still support me regardless. People unfollowing me, it's sad to say that I care about it, but I do, because I have goals for myself. I want to see myself grow, and it's hard to just watch people unfollow you. It sucks. It's not a nice feeling. I'm just going to be setting my under eye with the Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Setting Powder. I think I'm slowly coming to terms at the fact that, yes, I don't feel like I don't belong, but at the end of the day, that's okay. It's okay that I don't belong, because, like, realistically, as a whole, no one will, like I said before, as a whole, no one will fit into the beauty community as a whole, because there's so many sections where you will fit in and you don't fit in, and it sucks to be marginalized, but, like, let's be realistic. Like, it's okay that you don't fit in a certain category in the beauty community, because there's so much others that you can. I don't fit in the beauty community as a whole, but I still fit in with the black beauty community. I can still say that I'm a member of that. I can say it proudly because I know I am. Although I don't know every single black beauty influencers, I do know some, and I'm proud to say that I do know some because they make me feel whole as a beauty influencer, a nano influencer. They make me feel validated. They make me feel important. They make me feel seen, and I'm thankful for that. It's okay if the beauty community doesn't see me because I know other people see me. Obviously, I know hard work pays off, but I am putting in the work. I am. Like, no one can take away my merits and say that I'm not doing the best I can.
Excuse me?
I know my own limitations. I know what I can and can't do, and I'm trying my best. So leave me alone. I'm joking. I've been able to meet some really nice people and make some really nice friends who, you know, value my work. And you know, sometimes when I don't see my own work, they see it for me, and it really puts in perspective. Like, sometimes you could be your own worst enemy. There have been countless of times where I put myself down and I say, because I'm a new person, a new influencer, a new whatever, that I shouldn't be deserving. Like I said before, I punish myself. I tell myself that I'm not deserving of, you know, being noticed or having these things because of my status as an influencer, because I haven't had enough time to learn X, Y, and Z, or because my time here has been not long, because I've only been doing this for a year. I try to tell myself, like, who are you to say that you're deserving of this when, like, people have been doing this for years? Who says you're not deserving of something? That's just you knowing your worth, you know? Like, this year, I see things being put into perspective for me. I see things happening for me that didn't happen for me last year. I just don't know when. I see it happening, I just don't know when, and I don't know how long I can, you know, wait, because, you know, I'm pursuing another career. My battery's about to die and disrespect me, so I'll be right back. So I charged it for a little bit, so now I'm gonna move on to lips before it dies on me again. I'm gonna be using paint because I don't have blue lipstick. I think that's really all I have to say about the beauty community and why I don't feel like I belong, but also why it's okay for me not to feel like that, because, you know, there's so many spaces and I can't expect to fit in every single one of them, and that's fine. I look like I ate a Smurf. I just want brands to know that there's people in this community who are as equally deserving of the exposure they give to other artists, especially black artists, people of color who are artists, most importantly, black beauty boys. It's like we're asking for the same things 10,000 times and we're still not being heard, and it's getting annoying. Sis, what is this? She had a blue lip in the picture. I'm gonna try. Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't convey the same emotions as when she did it. Let me do a comparison. Am I conveying the same emotion? This is sad. Guess what I got? Fenty Beauty's clear gloss. Like, y'all, look at this. The iconic duo.
Well, look how she ate that.
That's the finished look. I think I said everything I had to say. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the content I produce and you feel that, you know, I'm a likable person, please subscribe. Please subscribe, please. Yeah, I'll see you in my next video.